All right, well, hey Glendora, hey Village community and beyond. This is PiYoBa, Pilates, yoga, and balance. So we're doing 3 really amazing body weight exercises. It's gonna be a great routine. I can't wait for you to get in touch with your sense of balance, build on some of that flexibility. Maybe you did our mobility bonus workout and you're feeling really good right now. This is the workout to really fine tune your movement and complement all of the other stuff you're doing. So we're gonna start actually on the ground. We're gonna do something called hundreds. I'm gonna be honest, Pilates is not my wheelhouse. This is my wife, Chrissy. She's gonna show you how to do it amazing. I'm gonna show you what it looks like when a regular person does Pilates. So we're gonna start down on our back. Something really important here, you wanna press your low back down into the surface. Feel your abs engage a little bit as you do that. We're gonna bring our legs up into this 90 degree position. If you can't do that, that's okay. You can actually leave your legs down, but try to get those legs about 90, and hey, you could even potentially straighten them. You just wanna make sure that that low back is pressed down. So I'm gonna be here with the 90. We're going to lift our head and our shoulders up. We're gonna reach our hands forward. I'm gonna do my best to count, and we're gonna do 100 of these. So what's really important is you are making some sound with your exhales. So it's 5 exhales, 5 inhales. So here we go, starting with our inhales. We're gonna be kind of fluttering our arms. Everybody ready? Here we go. Halfway. Woo! There's 100. All right, next we're gonna be going into a single leg stretch. We're gonna be kind of keeping the same integrity here. Low back pressed down, neck and shoulder blades up with integrity. We're going to be reaching one leg in, grabbing the outside of the shin, going shh, and then switching shh. So here we go. Halfway. Myself a little break, wiggle it out. We're gonna do the exact same thing again, but this time we're gonna be doing it with a straight leg. So let's get the head and shoulders up, legs are straight. We're gonna be reaching back here again, breath in, go. All right, really working that belly there. All right, next we're gonna be doing a little roller exercise. So we're going to roll back like this. Feels great on the spine. Legs will go wide like that. You're gonna reach your opposite hand over and try to touch your toe. It's okay if you don't touch your toe. Maybe you're just doing this. Totally fine. Make this work for you. Maybe it takes a little bit of practice, but roll with it. Get it? Here we go. We're doing 10. Rolling back, legs wide. Rolling back, legs wide, opposite side. There's 1. Rolling back. Feels good. Woo. And remember, you don't have to go super extreme with this. You can tone it down a little bit if you need to. Maybe for you it's just here, here. You don't have to go super extreme. We got 3 more. Last one. Woo! All right. We're gonna go over to our bellies now. We got a little swimmer here. So make sure that your glutes are on, your belly's on a little bit. You don't want to be crunching into your low back. You want glutes on, you want abs on, lots of integrity here. Legs are going to be back and kind of kicking like this. Arms are going to be forward. If you have trouble getting your arms forward, you can also just keep the elbows bent. You can even do this with your hands behind you. So pick the version that works for you. We're going to be here with our hands out. We're going to do this in kind of a 100 style, just like we did before. So 5 breaths in, 5 breaths out. I'm going to do my best to count correctly. So here we go. Get our integrity of the glutes and abs and halfway. Woo! Here's 100. Okay, very similar, but a little bit different. We're gonna do a flutter now. So hands are gonna be back here. We're gonna be just squeezing them in like this. The legs are gonna go over and under. Like that. So glutes on, abs on, make sure you got that integrity there. Here we go, inhaling first. Halfway. Woo! And you saw me, I messed up a little bit. You might have too. That's fine. We're all in this together. We're all learning. We're all getting stronger together. Don't feel like you need to be perfect. We're definitely not. So there's our little Pilates section. We're gonna move now into a vinyasa from yoga. So I think I'll actually take my shoes off here. If you're wearing shoes, you can take them off too. Always nice to do yoga with a good sense of your feet. Always good to see your toes, to feel all those different little corners. Feet are amazing. There's so much going on there. They do so much for us. Let's appreciate them as we ground and get into this vinyasa. So, basic vinyasa sequence. We're going to be going up with both hands over our head, maintaining some integrity here. We're gonna do this first one slow so you can get a hang of it, okay? So glutes are on, ribs are down, we've got integrity here, arms are up. We're gonna breathe in and then spread the arms, exhale. As we send the hips back, little bend in the knees, collapsing, forward fold. Enjoy this for a second, let gravity tug on your neck. Place the hands on the shins, inhale. So your back is straight, your legs are straight. And then exhale, forward fold again. Spread your hands on the floor, spread your fingers, put the weight on your index finger and thumb. And you know, if your flexibility is not that good, you might have your hands out a little further, maybe your heels are up, that's all good. We're gonna be right here like this. Put some energy and some weight through those index fingers and thumbs. Step your feet back one at a time until you're in a plank. If you can't hold plank and you want to just be at your knees, that is totally fine. We're going to be up here in a plank. We're going to do something a little called chaturanga. Nice, slow, lower down with an exhale. And then we're going to press ourselves up to upward facing dog. So you can be kind of lazy here and leave your thighs on the ground. You can be a little bit more active. Firm up those quads, squeeze your butt, and lift off. In either case though, I want the backs of your feet touching the ground. We're gonna drop those knees, curl the toes under now as we go back to a plank and send the hips into a downward facing dog. So here, you still want your fingers spread, your weight on your index fingers and thumbs. You want your weight also on your big toes, kind of driving the heels back. And if you're kind of dumping your belly out and dumping your rib cage out a little bit right now, I want you to turn on those abs, exhale, set some integrity there, and you'll feel how you can actually get a little further into your shoulders. From here, we're going to start to walk the feet all the way back up to the hands. And then whenever you can't get any closer, you can just bring your hands back to your feet. So we're in our forward fold again. We're gonna inhale, a halfway lift, sending the hips back, straight legs, straight back, forward fold again. Spread those arms, push through your feet, scoop your belly, your butt, vertebrae by vertebrae. We're going all the way back up to the top, and then hands to center. So that's our basic vinyasa sequence. We're gonna go through that 5 times, create a little rhythm out of it, and that's it for this little middle section. So here we go, hands up, inhaling. Spread those hands, swan dive. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Spread those fingertips, step the feet back. Here you are in your plank. I'll show you the knees down version of this if you can't quite hold that plank. Chaturanga, lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Also guys, if you can't quite get your hands down there, that's too much for you. Totally fine to be here on your elbows and a little cobra. So there we go, curl those feet again. Back up to a plank. Send the hips back, downward facing dog. Let's add a little bit of a pedal here for a second. So give the back of your legs some love. You should feel this all the way from your heel to your hips. Should feel really nice. And you can either walk your feet back up to your hands or jump. I'm going to show you the jump since we walked up before. Here's our jump. And now we're back in forward fold. Inhaling to a halfway lift. Exhaling, forward fold. And inhale all the way back up. So as you go through this, find what works best for you. You can always modify. You can always be a little bit creative. This is just that basic vinyasa sequence. I'm going to show you the hop back this time for our plank. Chaturanga down. Inhale up. Curl those toes, back to plank. Send the hips back, downward facing dog. Get a little ankle pedal in there. I'm gonna hop up again, because I think it's fun. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold again. Spread those arms. Reverse swan dive all the way back up. Should be getting warm now. Swan dive. Forward fold. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Yummy, yummy in the back of the legs. This time, let's spend a little longer here. Maybe fight to keep your legs straight. Pull yourself in a little bit. Let's take a breath or two. Now that we're getting warm. All right, spread those fingertips. Hop, step. Get your feet back there somehow, or your knees, whatever's good for you, in Chaturanga. Inhale. Upward facing dog, or cobra if you're on your elbows. Curl those feet under, back to plank, squeezing the butt, and then driving those heels back, pressing into your big toes, downward facing dog. Let's do another walk this time. So lots of length in the back of the legs, lots of control. Enjoy this. See how pretty you can make it, but it's okay if it's not pretty. And let's hug the back of those legs again. Spend a little bit of time here. Breathe in and out. In and out. Woo. All right. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Spread those arms. Take it all the way back up. All right, this will be our last vinyasa. We're gonna move through it nice and quick. Swan dive down. Sending those hips back, little bend in the knees. Forward fold. Coming right up to a halfway lift with an inhale. Back down. Forward fold. Spread those fingertips, weight on the index fingers and thumbs. Step, jump, hop. Use your frequent flyer miles, whatever you want to do to get back to plank. Then chaturanga. Down. Up. Very nice, everybody. Curl those toes. Back to a plank. Back to downward facing dog. Let's walk, jump, step. Whatever you want to do to get those feet back. Use our forward fold. Hands up to the knees. Straight legs, straight back. Exhale, forward fold again. And reverse swan dive. All the way up. Okay. There's our yoga. Now it's time for balance. So I'm gonna ditch my mat because this mat is squishy, makes it hard to balance. I don't wanna look all goofy, falling all over the place. So I definitely suggest a firm surface for your balance, but if you wanna make an extra challenge, get on a squishy surface. All right, so we're gonna start with a closed eyes, single leg balance. So first thing to do is just get your single leg balance. Looks like this. And if you can't close your eyes, that's fine. If you can't even keep your foot all the way up, that's fine too. Little taps like this, so you don't fall, is fine. I'm gonna try to close my eyes here, find my inner zen, and hold this for about 5 breaths. Let's switch sides. I'm on my right side now. A lot of you guys are probably gonna be stronger on your right side, but we'll see. Set a good foundation there. Find those muscles in your legs, your glutes, your hamstrings. Make sure they're all on. Kick your hip out a little bit. And hey, maybe that foot's tapping and your eyes are open. Maybe you're holding it up and your eyes are still open, or you're kind of closing, opening your eyes. Or maybe you can just get all the way closed eyes. In any case, be peaceful about this. Enjoy a little bit of quiet here as you do this. So 5 breaths again. Okay, nice. Very good, guys. We're gonna go down into a plank. Do a little reach. So, if you can be in a full plank, great. If you can't and you're on your knees, that's fine too. You could also even be on like a kitchen counter with your feet on the ground and your hands on the counter. That's totally fine. Find what works for you. As long as you got a little challenge to your core, you're doing it right. So here we are in our plank. We're going to put our weight over into the left hand, left shoulder. Reach this arm forward. We're gonna hold that for 5 breaths. Very nice. Drop the knees for a second, take a quick little break. Let's go right to our right hand now. If you're doing this in your kitchen at a counter, it might look like this. Just so you know. All right. So here we are, putting our weight into the right hand, lifting the left arm. Lots of integrity. Keep your thighs squeezed, keep your glutes squeezed, keep your abs on. Drive that hand forward. 3 more breaths here. 5 breaths total. those knees. Shake out your arms a little bit. Really nice, guys. So now we go back to our feet. Go into what's called a Romberg position. So your feet are gonna be in tandem. We're gonna start with the right foot back, the left foot forward. And this might already be enough to give you a little bit of challenge for your balance. So if it is, feel free to stay here. And by the way, guys, any of these you can do near a wall, so you can lean into it if you need to. Don't feel like you have to do all of these freestanding on your first time. That is not a problem. So right foot back, kicked into the right hip a little bit, left foot forward. And this one's gonna be maybe a little easier than that single leg. So if it is, I want you to make it a little bit dynamic. Something like this, okay? And if this is easy for you, just stay in here. Lift that leg up, straighten it out. Going for 5 breaths total. You can have your arms out, you can put them on your belly, you can put them back here, you can put them over your head. You got options. All right, let's go to the other side. So, option 1, kicking into the left hip, getting into your left heel, left foot a little bit. Right leg not doing quite as much work. And maybe this is good, maybe this is challenging enough. You want to add a little extra. Dynamic, overhead. One breath. Each of our little leg kicks here. You can tell my wife is a dancer because she's got her toes pointed. I'm doing a flex toe. They're both good. All right, next up, we've got our side bend. So feet are gonna be together. We're gonna go to our left first. So kicking the right hip out. Both hands are overhead. We're gonna go like that. Make sure you're not dumped too far forward. If you need to keep your elbows bent, that's okay too. But try to straighten them if you can. Here we go, we're gonna hold this for 5 breaths, everybody. Looking up into your armpit. Lots of core control here. Last breath. And back to center. Now we're going over to our right side. So taking those arms over, if they're bent, maybe it just looks like this. You can have your legs a little wider if you need it. Do what works for you. Here we are, 5 breaths, looking up. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Last one. And back to the top. Woo! Yummy. That is tough. We're gonna keep using those arms. We're going back down to our sides. We're gonna do a side arm balance. We got a lot of options here. This is another one. Easiest level would just be to kind of do it on a kitchen counter like this. We're gonna be on the ground, trying to be show-offs. We'll see if it works or not. So, more options. You can be on your knees like this. You can be on your feet like this. We're getting harder. And finally, you can lift a leg like this. So we're gonna be here, go wherever you're comfortable. We're gonna be doing 5 breaths, in and out. In and out. In, out. In, out. Last one, in and out. Woo! All right, right into the other side. Find the level that works well for you. Pro tip here, keep your glutes on, keep your thighs on. Lift from your side here, make sure those obliques are on. Here we go, 5 breaths, in and out. In, out. In, out. Whew, I felt that. That is not easy. All right, next we're gonna be going into a warrior 3. This is another one where we've got a lot of different options to make it easier for you if you need it. So, kind of the easiest level of this, you're just going to keep one leg straight or maybe even a little bit bent. Back leg's gonna be down as a little kickstand for balance. And arms can be back here, they can be here, or they can be here, okay? So I'm kind of just getting harder as we go through this, so find the level that works for you. We're gonna float our back feet in a full warrior 3. And breathe. Last breath. And with a lot of control, come out of that. All right, we got 2 sides. We got to work them both. So here we go. Maybe you're just here, maybe you're here, maybe you're here. Maybe you're coming all the way up with us. Find what works for you, find where you can be confident. By the way, a little counter right here for balance, pretty useful. Let's breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. In, out. In and out. Lots of control here. Woo, you made it. All right, we're going right down into a chair. So feet are together, knees are together. Catch your breath if you need it. We're working hard, guys. We're not moving, but we're working hard. Ribs stay down, tail tucks. We're not going too far down. We're gonna put those arms out again, and we're gonna shift from one leg to the other, just like that. Shifting sides, keeping that tail tucked. If your arms are getting too tired and you wanna go out here, or even back here, that's totally fine. I'm gonna fight to keep my arms up here, and so should you if you can. Couple more of these. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Next, we're going into something called awkward pose. So kind of another squat variation. Toes are gonna come up. Great way to do this is with your fingers in a wall like this, so you can use it as much as you need. We're kind of coming down and hanging out like this, but it's hard. So put a wall there if you need it, or something else to hang on to. I'm gonna do my best to do it without the wall. We'll see how it goes. My heels go up, all the way up. Arms go forward. I'm gonna squat down, ankles and knees together. Tail's tucked, ribs are down. We're gonna take 5 breaths in and out. I'm working, guys. And out. And hopefully you at home, you're working too. Don't go easy on this. Push yourself. Last breath in and out. Woo! We're almost done. Okay, a little twisty, bendy kind of thing here called eagle. We're gonna be on one foot again. Use that wall if you need it. Left leg is kind of wrapping around right. And we're gonna take our left arm, wrap it around our right too. So here we go. Taking just 3 breaths this time. In and out. In and out. In and out. Good, slowly unwind. Shake it out if you need to. Getting into your left foot. Maybe you're here, maybe you're here. Maybe you're wrapped all the way around, binding that foot in. Ooh. Maybe you're wiggling around like me, finding your equilibrium. It's all good. So this time, wrapping our opposite arms around, kind of pushing them forward a little bit. Lots of interesting stuff going on here. Have fun with it. Let's breathe. Last breath in and out. Very nice. We're gonna finish with another closed eyes balance. This one though, we're just gonna keep both feet down, nice and easy. You can spread your feet out a little bit if you need to. This one's all just about being peaceful, taking a moment to refocus your energy and set your intention for whatever the next part of your day is. Or maybe you're doing this before you go to bed, so getting ready for a good night's sleep. So both feet down, wherever you're the most balanced. I don't want this one to be too hard. Arms out, glutes on a little bit, ribs down, and let's all breathe together as we finish. All right, you can open your eyes. Hey guys, thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you again soon.